Well, Rocky mentioned the Tommy Morrison's son, the last fight, and I was at that fight, and we talked afterwards on FightHype. And you were definitely winning that fight, rather easily through 2 or 3 rounds, off the jab, outboxing them, and then
actually all 4 judges had it 40-36, so I won all 4 rounds on all the people that counts cards. So every round that seen the final bell, I won. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you. You were clearly winning the fight. And then...
Hey, hold on a second. Let's get a moment of silence. Because anytime you can correct Zittel...
I couldn't remember if it was through 3 or 4. I was there.
Anytime you can correct Zittel...
Yeah.
All right.
Carry on. I just couldn't remember if it was through 3 or 4.
I mean, not one judge seen me lose a round. Yeah. So not one judge wrote down that I lost a round. So that was an error in my preparation, but go ahead.
And then the fight just turned once fatigue set in for you. And that like you said, that's why you got stopped, not knocked out. It was like half he's punching you, half your conditioning is starting to give out in the fight. What do you got to do to not let that happen with Jake Paul? Because I see that being his best chance of winning is once you get tired.
I think that people don't take into account McKenzie's 6'4". He got in that ring 235. And he
Country strong.
He was swinging bombs from the moment we started. Every punch he threw was had ill intent on it. From my point of view, Jake doesn't pose that type of challenge. It's a completely different challenge. It's a smaller guy who I'm gonna have to find. Kenzie, I didn't have to find him. He was right there in front of me. It's a completely different fight. Styles make fights. And now I'm the much bigger guy. I'm much bigger than Jake than Kenzie was bigger than me. So,
but he's trying to make you suck down to 200 though.
But I'm not going to be 200 when I get in the ring. So when we get in the ring, it's gonna be fireworks, and I'm gonna be pretty much how I look today. I'm gonna look like a full-fledged heavyweight.
He's 205 today, FY. 205 today.
How much you think he's gonna struggle with that jab? Because Tyron Woodley had a good right hand, but he didn't have none of these guys he's fought have had anywhere close to a jab you have.
I got something for y'all to watch after we finish here, and then you'll see how much he's gonna struggle with the jab. I see this. I came from when I first started. The first person that taught me was Emmanuel Stewart. So I feel like I need to go in my bag for this fight and put a wonderful performance together. Of course, I mean it's no secret. Everything's behind the jab. That's how you start in boxing. That should be the first thing. So giving this guy a boxing lesson, I believe that the jab is the key, and it's something you can't stop. And it's something that is coming. And if he believes his jab is better than mine, then we'll find out on August 6th.
I remember you. This was awesome of you to do when we were teenagers. You put me on the phone with Emmanuel. Said, "Shh, I'll 3-way you, but just shut up and I'll let you listen to the great Emmanuel."
School.
and he was really taken with your talent, wasn't he? The late great Emmanuel Stewart.
And he said it on several HBO podcasts. HBO broadcasts of fights that I would be the next heavyweight champion if I took it serious. If I kept going, if I took it serious and dedicated myself. You were saying like this is before he gave Deontay Wilder, before he gave Tyson Fury, before he even approved those guys. He approved me and called me his next heavyweight and said I was the future of the division. So
Facts.
Everything that Emmanuel said is definitely still ringing in my head, still ringing in my heart. And I look to make him proud come August 6th. This is a decorated amateur. My pro career is going very well. And like I said, decorated amateur. I have years, over a decade worth of experience, and I'm going against a guy who has 1 amateur fight and 5 fights against all people in their debut. Mm-hmm. So this is definitely not the hardest fight that has come up for me. Not even the second hardest fight that has come up for me. So when you say this is the most money you ever made, and it's going to be the opponent is not the hardest opponent you face. It was a no-brainer to hop right on this.
And
Pause.
Rockman, you have this is damn near a reset. He may not be the hardest opponent, but you need to take him serious.
Absolutely.
I feel like a lot of people got in that ring with him and played with him. When he giving it everything he's got, what he lacks in talent, I think he makes up for, like Zittel said, and he's conditioned. But do you get DMs and stuff? Because for a while I felt like he was making mockery of the sport. I gave him a little respect after the last fight. But do you got guys hitting you up like, man, you got to do this for boxing? People, they don't want to go public. Obviously, I know
It's endless. It's endless.
And do you feel that pressure
From fighters too?
You feel that
And
pressure
from fighters, from coaches, from fighters, from coaches, from promoters.
Rock, people walk up to you. People walk up to you. They look. This is what they do. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I did with
You got to do it, man.
Yeah,
you got to do it, man. And,
do it for us.
And
do it for us.
They don't even say what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The funny thing, I was going to eat the other day. And I was with All Access. I don't know if they caught it or not. But I was with All Access and I was getting something to eat. And this guy comes up to me. I've never seen this man day in my life. And he comes up to me. He said, "Bro, you're doing God's work, man." He's gave me like a pound. He's like, "Man, you're doing God's work, man. Go get him." And it didn't say nothing else. Didn't say nothing about a fight.
And just go away. Everybody needs to let you know what you're doing is for.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. And I think it's funny because that's how people connect to us as fighters. It's like, I can't look over there. It's like they don't know us. Never met the man a day in your life. But for him, he's a big boxing fan. There's a lot of big boxing fans out there and that don't support Jake Paul. And now understanding that you're the boxer here, they're like, oh, he's going to do it. He's the one, you know? So I don't really look at it like it's pressure. I think if anything,
I see it as an opportunity.
You're not fighting.
yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? No.
It's an opportunity. It's not really pressure. It's like I'm representing. It's not really pressure because I believe in boxing.
Yeah.
I believe in boxing. I believe in the science. I know this man works extremely hard. I know he's going to be in tremendous shape. So I know that where I lacked in my last fight and where I fell short was my conditioning and to be able to perform at a high level for the duration of the whole fight. So that's something that can be fixed. Experience, you can't buy experience. You can't buy instinct. You can't buy a boxing IQ. And I think that instinct, experience, and boxing IQ, I think I'm miles and miles and miles ahead of this man. With the road work we doing and the track work we doing, I just believe that, you know, the things that I need to fix are going to be fixed, and I think it's going to be a tough night for Jake Paul, and he hasn't had a tough night yet. I've had a tough night. I've had more than one tough night. I fought Olympians in the amateurs, so this is definitely going to be a show, and I look to dominate when it's my time.